Well, new developments tonight in the scandal involving the Clinton Foundation and allegations that Hillary Clinton used her influence to provide favors to foreign donors during her time as Secretary of State. Today, Mrs. Clinton's campaign launched a new website to try to counter these claims, detailed in a new book out this week. Watch this.
The bottom line is this. As Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton made decisions based on her commitment to protecting America's national security and standing up for freedom and dignity around the world, not the interests of donors to the Clinton Foundation. So while Republicans are latching on to the most far-fetched theories in an attempt to cut Hillary Clinton down, she's going to stay focused on helping everyday Americans get ahead and stay ahead.
Joining me now, Fox News Channel's senior political analyst, Brit Hume. So that puts that to bed, right?
Well, you know, I think, Megan, when you look at that video that they put out today, that, you know, it's another stab at trying to quell this sort of mini firestorm that's been raging now for a while. And my guess is it may, you know, provide a talking point or two for people who are committed to her to use on television or wherever. I don't think it's going to have much effect on the case, in the sense that they claim there are no facts. Oh, and they sometimes say there's no evidence or no direct evidence in this book. In fact, there's a lot of evidence. There are a lot of facts. And the only question is whether it's circumstantial evidence. But remember this, Megan, people get indicted, get convicted, and go to jail constantly based on cases that are purely circumstantial. Mm-hmm. So that argument, I don't think, is going to settle the case, but it may encourage your followers.
What do you make of it, Britt, as a strategical measure to put out, you know, Brian Fallon, her campaign press secretary? Nobody's heard of him. The audience doesn't know him. The country doesn't know him. They know her, and she has yet to speak.
Well, that's true, and eventually it would appear that if this doesn't die down, and it shows no signs of abating, at least not yet, she's probably going to have to come forward and deal with these questions at some kind of event, a news conference or whatever. But turn it around, Megan, and look at it the other way. The question for her campaign, really, when you think about it, she has no real opposition yet on the Democratic side. So she looks like she's got a clear glide path to the nomination. So the question for her is, how many people who turned out to vote for Barack Obama in 2008 and again in 2012 in the general election will be turned off by this case and all the other related baggage that it suggests, enough to vote for a Republican? Mm-hmm. That's the question when you look at it. And I think from the Clintons' point of view, they're probably at this point thinking, well, probably not very many. Right,
it's a pretty good gamble for her. But what do you make of the latest polls, which aren't really good news for her? In particular, the one saying, is she honest and straightforward? Wall Street Journal, only 25% say that she is honest and straightforward now.
Well, you know, that raises this question, and that is whether people are so disgusted with politics and politicians that they no longer expect any politician to be honest and straightforward and don't believe anyone is. Now, I don't think that's the case, but we may be headed in that direction, in which case that number won't really hurt her very much. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't think we're there yet. And there's some good news in that poll for her. Look, the Democrats are hanging in with her.
They're still with her.
That poll shows they're still with her. I mean, and her favorability ratings, while they've declined a little bit, she's still well above 50% among Democrats, well above. And I think this is a problem for her, one she's going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look insurmountable at this stage.
Need a quick answer. How did Huckabee do?
Oh, I think he had a good day. He's a very likable guy, as you could tell there with the audience. Mike Huckabee's a very appealing guy. All of us who knew him while he had his gig here at Fox all, I think, liked him. He's one of the nicest guys around. The question is whether he's, you know, has the ability to break through in an early state and then parlay that, as he tried to do in the past, into a big national campaign against a lot of people with a lot of money and a lot of name recognition.
He'll always have hope. Britt, great to see you.
Yeah, thanks, Megan.
Sorry, that was a little on the nose. Well, we have breaking news tonight on who was behind that weekend terror attack in Texas. And new fallout in the First Amendment fight now raging over this case.
This is what happens when you light the fuse. You get violence.
No, but you sound like you are defending.
No, I'm not.
You are attacking the event itself.